Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Neither Here Nor There. It's been a while since we've recorded. What, 2-3 weeks?
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been busy, man. We just been too busy.
Sorry about that, but we are back with Wade, or Derek Medford.
AKA my mother's favorite child.
So we brought him back on, and he's gonna ask us some questions. We don't know what they are.
I don't have a lot of questions, but I got some questions. We're just gonna roll off them. I only have
right.
like 7 questions on here.
So we're not that important. We don't get.
No,
that many
you're really
questions.
not.
Wow,
No.
really, dude?
No, y'all ain't.
All right, let's
I'm
hear
just
it. then.
playing. You just want me to start out with a question?
Yeah, dude.
All right. This one ain't really a question. Remember how last time we left off on like OnlyFans? We kind of left off on that topic.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say that I've started one, and the prices, it's $20 for a picture, and $100 to not get a picture. So, I better start paying up.
We're up for like a in-person kind of.
In person kind of thing.
What about an autograph?
An autograph? That's free right now.
Oh, geez.
whatever.
Our last time here was actually I really enjoyed that one. It was the first one.
It was fun. It's fun stuff.
It went so smooth. I mean, especially for our very first one, we just said,
Yes.
let's just get it. Let's see what it does, and it was.
It was like 2 months ago, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It racked up a
missed
lot
it.
of views.
I've
Got
been-
you famous now.
Yeah, famous.
I've been itching to get back. I really
Yeah,
have.
I've missed
Itchy.
talking to people. I've been so busy with papers and finals coming up. It's just been ridiculous.
Yeah. But so I want to know these questions. You
I-
have for
it's
us.
just-
Really,
it's
yeah.
just a couple
I'm
questions,
kind
so-
of curious. Yeah,
I mean, I got some like funny questions, but I got some serious questions. We're gonna start with a serious one, all right?
Okay.
What are y'all's goals for the next 5 years? I'll start with Caleb first. Man of the hour.
Oh god, yeah. My goals within the next 5 years. My realistic goals: get my master's degree in administration. Stay around Norman. I want to stay pretty close to here and
Dope.
kind of get in the school system up here. I don't want to do small school. I want to stay in big school.
Is that what you're going to college for?
Yeah.
To be in the school?
Yeah, and so I'll be your kid's probably teacher or principal or superintendent one day.
Okay.
Hopefully, I'll start recruiting all you guys to get your kids so we can form a super team, bro, like Golden State, maybe. But yeah, I mean that's my realistic goals. I don't like short-term goals though. Short-term goals to me are like if you can achieve it that quick, then it shouldn't be a goal to
Yeah.
me.
Kind of how I feel too.
A goal to me is something that needs to be drawn out, something that you have to work a long time for. It's like a process. That's how it is to me. I mean, it may be different to somebody else, but I have more long-term goals than I do. I don't really have short-term, to be 100% honest with you. So, but that's it for me. Yeah.
I think so. Excuse me. So I actually just got a new position at my job, and
Okay.
Oh, Zebo, yeah.
Okay.
yeah, thank
Okay.
you, thank you. I'm really enjoying it so far. But got the new position, and it's in a department that's new to the company, and there's only like 3 of us in it. So there's a lot of room to work my
A lot
way
of potential,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, then there's a lot of the way the job ladder set up is I can work my way up, and I was even talking to my manager, and he was like, "No, the way I have it set up is that if you stay with the company,
You
can
can be
work
running
your
it,
way up to
yeah.
where I'm at now."
Yeah.
And so my goal now is to get as much experience in and learn as much as I can right now.
That's the way to do it.
Because like I'm doing a job that I didn't really even go to college for. Like it's in the field, but I didn't study this at all. It's still all new to me. So
I bet that's like interesting. I bet it's.
it was kind of
Fun.
scary.
So,
I imagine.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
But no, I plan to work my way up that job ladder and become, the manager of that department. But, and the company I work for is great. I love it. But, if things turn out to where there's a better opportunity, I'm going to go there. And then there's some other things that I have goals for, but I'm not really going to say right
You want to
now.
elaborate, bro?
Nah.
Not
nah.
yet.
He's scheming up, bro.
Scheming.
No.
Keep it on the low.
But yeah, so those are my goals. I mean, they may be small goals to some people, but
So you said that you want to like keep your scheming on the low right now. Of course, I make music. Remember whenever I first started making music, it was back in like 2018, and my tape came out. I started making music in October 2018, and my tape came out in October 2019.
Yeah.
And within that year, I only told like 5 people that I was making music. So like you need to like just keep everything on the low for a while until you're ready to come out with it.
Yeah.
Because I remember like whenever Caleb told me, he was like, dude, I want to make like an Instagram poll, be like, and ask people if they want us to make a podcast. I was like, dude, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Because if people vote no,
Then it's like,
and you come out with the
yeah.
podcast, you're like, dude, we didn't want this. like,
Yeah.
quit putting it out, bro.
People don't like me, bro.
Just do it anyway.
Yeah, you just got to do what you want to do.
Yeah, and wait
Because-
till that comes to fruition too.
Yeah. I don't remember like the philosopher that said it, but it was along the lines of, if you enjoy doing what you're doing, you're going to find at least one other person out there in the world that's also going to enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah,
So,
That's
that's very true.
There's some people, dude. Like there was this one kid I met this one time. I don't want to name drop or anything, but me and him, he's gonna know who it is too when he hears this because he'll appreciate the shout out. But he's from Norman, and this is when we were in high school, and so I don't find a lot of people that are interested like within the same music as me because I listen to predominantly rap music, but I like a lot of like indie pop, like alternative, like Bon
Tyler
Iver type
Childers.
stuff. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the kind of stuff I like. And this kid's like, well, I listen to that all the time. I like this. I like that. He's like, I haven't found anybody that does this. And it's like, dude, there's always somebody out there that's interested in something that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
You may think you're weird for doing it now, but you're going to find somebody that's interested in the same stuff as you.
Exactly.
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 Exeboli. Y'all have any, or do y'all guys see yourself working a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life?
I mean, I'm not hating on people that work a 9 to 5. I mean, I work one.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I think we
I
all do right
understand
now.
it, but I don't plan on it. No, not my whole life. I don't plan on it at all.
I think I'm going to until I get to the point to where I'm very comfortable, and then I'm going to figure out a way outside of that, which, like, I'm not just like, I don't target one thing and it's like, okay, I'm just going to do this. Like, I try to think of other things too, you know? So I'm going to try to get to where I'm going to get at. Actually, no, I'm going to get to where I'm going to get at, and then I'm going to do it for a couple years and then see what I can do, because with more wealth comes more opportunities.
Yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
So if I'm
Investments and so on.
if I'm making 40,000 and then I start making 100,000, the opportunity for wealth to be distributed to different things, maybe real estate or wholesale or like anything like that, maybe I could find something in that kind of sense. I mean, I don't want to work a 9 to 5, but if you think about the position that I'm going to, there is going to be nobody above
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean? And so
You're the boss.
I will be the boss.
You make the rules.
I
Yeah.
will. Now, I'm not saying, oh, I'm the boss. But I'm saying, like, it's not going to be, I have to listen to somebody for X amount of years until I retire, and then I've spent my
Yeah.
whole life. You know what I mean? And so I don't see myself doing that, but I think for a while I'm going to have to.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of how it is. You got to keep on working. I know whenever I go to work, the whole time I'm there, I'm like, I got to get out of here. I got to figure out a way to get out of here. I got to
Yeah.
blow up or something.
Yeah.
And
you
know,
will, brother.
and used to, whenever I first started writing, rapping, singing, whatever you want to call it, I was weighing my options. I was like, okay, if I want to get big, first I got to get big in Oklahoma. And I looked around and I was like, I had to find something unique that no one else was doing. I was like, well, there's really no rappers from Oklahoma. So I just did it for like a year, and I got good enough to where I was confident enough to put stuff out. And it was like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I'm going to put this out and see how people feel about it. And like, it was a little bit of a buzz, but it wasn't like a huge buzz that I needed. So I'm working on other stuff right now, but
I think when you start doing, like, the live stuff, I think you're going to get addicted to that feeling.
It's going to be fun.
And I think you're really going to enjoy that, and I think it's going to even give you more opportunity for your music. And
Yeah.
I think that's going to be that moment where you're like, okay, this is it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I think eventually, once you get that rolling 100%, because it's hard with COVID. I understand that completely.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it's just hard in general finding places like that, you know. So, but I guarantee once you do that, it's going to be like, all
I
over.
guarantee you, once I get up on a stage too, I think I have a comedic presence too,
Yeah.
to where I can get up there and just make
You're
people
not
laugh.
funny at all,
I can get up
dude.
there, I can get up there and just have people rolling the whole time too.
Yeah.
Dude. Like whenever I do shows, it's not just gonna be me rapping, dude. I'm gonna be up there cracking jokes. I'm gonna be up there just like throwing cakes at the crowd, dude. Freaking, I'm gonna be
Bro,
doing some fun stuff.
There's gonna be a time coming though that you're gonna say a joke and it's not gonna work. bro.
I'm gonna say something too borderline.
I mean, you hear comedians talk about it all the time though. Like before they blew up, they'd get
Mm-hmm.
up there and they just like flat out do terrible, and it would just be like one or two people laughing. So
And if y'all guys don't know me, I have like a stutter too, so I'm gonna get up there on stage and be like, da 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 da.
That was a good question, because a lot of people don't really think about that. I don't think people people that are so used to that system of working 9 to 5, that's a normality for them. Like, it's normal to work 9 to 5. And so when you have a lot of drive and you have a lot of passion and you have a lot of mission, like, you want to be outside of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So a lot of people don't think like that. Yeah. That was
Like a lot of people are working a 9 to 5 and they just hate it. And my thoughts is, I don't see why you would go to something and hate it and be miserable for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
Well, they
That
go to
makes no
school
sense to me.
and I mean, they go to college and they get a degree in something, and they're like, oh well, I have to get a degree or I have to get a job that's in this career
Yeah.
field that I got a degree in, and then they get to the job and they're like, well, crap,
This
I
shit
can't do
sucks.
anything
Yeah.
else with this
Yeah.
degree.
And a lot of people go to college and get a degree and never use it.
Yeah.
It's like, bro,
100%.
what are
I know
you
some
doing?
people like that.
Well, I'm not trying to call out anybody like that.
Oh no, like
Yeah.
like it's not bad. I mean, like I was mentioned earlier, I'm not doing anything that I went to school for.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
went
but
to
you
school-
did, though. Like, you at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
at
it's in the
least did.
technology. Like I went to school to make maps essentially, and then now I'm making websites and the web applications to create these maps. So it's like it's around there, but I mean, like if you get into one degree field or career field, there's obviously multiple ways that you can split off from that career field. So like when people get into that job, they're like, well, I don't have anywhere else to go because nobody else is going to take me. It's like, no, there's other fields you can get into. It's just you got to get that little bit of experience under your belt.
You want to know something I've been worried about like the last 2 days? I haven't got to talk to you guys about it. I've only talked to like one person about it, I think. I've been thinking a lot about when I achieve everything that I want to achieve. That's what drives me right now, right? So like what I wake up for besides my family is, okay, I got to go to work today. I got to save up money, and then I got to finish school. And then once I finish school, then I'm going to start teaching. Then I got to work up to here. And that's what's pushing me every day.
Yeah.
What's going to happen whenever all that's done?
You
know what I
achieve
mean?
all of it and you just got to sit back.
What am I supposed to do?
I don't.
I'm worried about that.
No.
I'm going to have a hard time retiring, I think.
A guy like you'll always have something.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you're one of those people that's always like, oh, I got to do this.
You're
gotta
always
do that.
scheming, bro.
Yeah.
Dude,
I remember,
I'm just worried about it, dude. I don't know.
y'all know who Logic is,
Yeah.
obviously.
No,
Zach. Zach kind of looks like Logic, to be honest, looking at him right now. He's young Sinatra.
Really cute, bro.
But,
Oh, what?
but in one of Logic's songs, I think it's a song called Thank You. He says, for every goal I attain, I set like 10 more. So it kind of it goes along with
That
what
would
you're
be-
saying right
that'd
now.
be good, yeah. But another part of me is, it's like I love to work, but I don't want to work until I'm 70 and then spend like the last 10 years of my life not enjoying it. I want to work till I'm like
Yeah.
60. 60 is like the time where I want to retire. Appreciate my grandkids, relax, spend the next 20 to 25 years just living my life for the rest of my time, dude. Because we only get this one shot.
Exactly, dude.
You get to do this one time, as far as we know anyway. We get to do this one time. So if this is my only time here and I'm spending
make it worth it, dude.
Exactly, yeah. If I'm spending it, I'm going to save this $100 because I don't want to go do this. Like me and Devin, we went to Branson over the summer, and I didn't.
I love
just,
Branson, dude.
I just try to save money so much. I was like, I don't want to go. But then I was like, what are you doing? You can go have a great time with your wife. You can go enjoy some fun. You know, it's
Make some memories.
Relax, yeah. And so it ended up being probably my favorite trip besides our I can't even think of the right
Honeymoon?
honeymoon. Yeah, I couldn't think of it.
Go ahead.
Glad you saved me, bro, because I couldn't think of it. But besides our honeymoon, that was
Devin's
probably
going to be pissed, bro.
Obviously, it
beat
wasn't
my
that
ass.
great. 'Cause you forgot about it.
It stops, you know, get me in trouble, bro. But no, honestly, it was so fun, and I regret even thinking that way, you know. And I was gonna work so much this summer, but then it's like, Kale, quit being an idiot. You can spend time this summer. This is your time to relax, have
Yeah.
fun. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna relax, bro. I'm gonna enjoy
No,
it.
like I definitely understand that. I'm gonna right now. I'm gonna travel as much as I can. Me and a buddy
yeah, I
of
mean,
mine.
that's a great
Yep.
idea.
Next
You
year,
can tell me about that.
yeah, in the fall, we were gonna do a trip from Norman to like Carlsbad, and then go to
Where's that at?
Mexico, right?
New Mexico.
Ah.
And,
New Mexico is beautiful when you get to the mountains. When you drive through all that flat shit, it ain't very nice. But
No.
once you get to the mountains,
Well, we were
bro,
gonna
oh
go to
my
the
God.
caverns there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. It's
Stuff.
beautiful.
Okay.
And then we were gonna go up to California, obviously skip around LA because nobody wants to go there, and then go through San Francisco, see everything.
San
And we were gonna go
Francisco's
from
pretty too.
there to like Crater Lake to Yellowstone and then to Colorado. Like this was gonna be like a 2-week thing. And I was talking to him today, and I was like, man, or no, it was yesterday. I was like, dude, I've been thinking about it. That's a long trip. I was like, I don't know if I can stay in a car that long, and But we're just gonna go to California next year and go to like Sequoia and Redwood and Yosemite and all that. And it's like, I was saying, it was like, you have to do that stuff to enjoy life,
dude, yeah.
especially nature and stuff like that.
And
All
that's
the
when you're
big
most
national
connected, yeah.
parks.
You got to get away.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
Go out
have
and
to.
experience the world.
See,
Yes.
y'all want to hear something funny? Y'all are going to make fun of me probably after this, but y'all obviously know who my favorite fighter is. And he trains in California, right?
Conor McGregor?
Oh, my God.
Number one
He,
BS.
no, don't ever. That's
Floyd?
disrespect. Oh, I like Floyd, actually. But no, but he trains in California. So he lives in Russia, so I can't fly my ass all the way over there. I'll get beat up. But I wanted to go to California because they have this thing to where like all the fans wait until they're done training. You can even go in there while they're training, but like you can't disrupt anything obviously. But you can go in there and look at it and stuff. And he was training for this fight in March, or that was going to be in April, but he was there in March. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to drive all the way over there, and I'm gonna bring somebody with me, and I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna meet this guy. So, I'm getting like really excited, and I'm like this close to pulling this trigger on doing this thing. And so I'm getting ready. April comes around, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it. The damn coronavirus hits, and I couldn't go, and I got so pissed, bro. I got so pissed. And even worse, I was supposed to go to New York City this summer with my dad, like just me, my dad, and my grandfather.
Uh-huh.
And that was going to be like a really cool trip.
Yeah.
Something, you can't pass up. I mean, that's like a memory you're never going to forget, you know?
Right.
And I didn't get to go do that either because of coronavirus. So,
Ruined everything.
yeah.
Ruined everything.
Sucked, bro. I was upset, bro.
So we're talking about like 9 to 5s and kind of scoot off onto that little side road. I remember last week I was talking to, I'm not going to say their name or anything, but last week I was talking to somebody.
You can say my name, bro.
No, I was talking to somebody about like, he was an older man, about whenever he's going to retire. And he's like, yeah, I got like 10 years left. I just got to get through these 10 years.
Oh,
I'm going to
wow.
retire and yada, yada, yada. And I was sitting there, I was like, dude, you're going to suffer through 10 more years of doing this job that you hate. It's like, bro, you cannot do that. Because right now I'm 22. I cannot imagine working until I'm 60 years old.
Yeah,
That
that's
is a
what I'm
long
saying.
time. I cannot
is.
imagine do that.
That's another 38 years, bro.
Screw that, dude.
Some people
Quick
enjoy their
maths.
jobs though, and they love going
I mean,
and
that
do
is
it.
that
but-
is 100% true. Also,
Yeah.
some people that's their thing. Is like that's what they live for is doing their
Yeah.
job. I like to live for the experiences outside
Yeah.
of my job. I like the experiences my job allows me to have because
Yep.
without money, as sad as this is to say, without money you can't really do anything. But
It's just materialistic.
yeah, so I love the thing that my job offers me, but I don't want to be there. Like
Yeah.
I work at Walmart. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
want to go shopping at Walmart when I'm there 4 times a week.
Yes, dude. I
You know
feel
what
that.
I'm saying? So it's like I literally slave to this place 4 times a week, and then they're gonna take my money that I just slaved for. It kind of pisses
Yeah.
me off.
There's going to be a new Aldi's down the street if you'd rather go
There
there
is.
for your groceries.
No, that's Acorn Head, bro.
Acorn. Shout out Acorn.
Get him to transfer up here.
Man, I should have wrote down more questions. I don't have a lot of them, so we're just going to have to tail off of these a little bit.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah, y'all guys, actually, I'm going to tell my story first. I'm going to ask a question, then I'm going to tell my story, then I'm going to ask for one of y'all stories, okay?
Okay.
Do y'all have like a movie as a kid you were watching that scarred you for life? Because whenever I was
yes.
younger, y'all guys know the movie Holes with Shia LaBeouf or whatever?
Yeah.
I was watching that, dude, and there's one part where it's this old lady, and she just leans up in a chair, and she's like, forever and ever, and it like fades away, dude. I remember I watched that, bro. I watched it in the living room at my parents' house, and I was like probably 6 or 7 years old. I turned the lights off in the living room, and I took off running to my room, dude. Because I was scared to be in the dark, bro. I heard that. I was like, screw that. I'm dipping, bro. I took off running and got out of there.
Scarred me forever. Probably it. Like the old it.
You watched that as a kid, bro?
Listen, dude.
Dude, I think I remember in 2nd grade you were talking about that movie, bro.
Dude, I didn't want to
What
take a
the
bath. I was scared it was going to come up out of the drain. So, I used to live by Kurt.
Yeah.
And his grandma lived in front of him, so we were all neighbors. And Kurt's cousin, Skylar, she would always come over. And she, like, her and her sister made us watch it. And I was like, oh, whatever. And then I
You're trying to
saw
act tough, bro.
I saw it,
Second
and I was
grade
like,
Zevo.
I gotta bring
oh
up what he
my
looks like
gosh.
in the original It, bro.
Dude, I went back and I remember getting in the bath and I was in there for like a minute, and then I like get out.
You're trying to scrub down as fast
Yeah.
as you can.
I get out and my mom's like, "How'd you get out?" Yes.
Is that
dude.
him, bro?
Yes, dude. As a
Ronald
kid, that's
McDonald, bro.
As an adult,
Ronald
that's
McDonald.
terrifying.
Ronald McDonald head ass.
But my mom was like, "You took that really fast." She's like, "You need to get back in there." I was like, "No." I was like, "It's in there." And she was like, "Zach."
Dude, I used to hate scary movies unless I was watching them with somebody. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I still kind of that way. I may find one that's
Yeah.
not too scary, but the one that probably got me was Silent Hill, bro.
I don't think I've ever watched that.
With that big ass dude had that triangle head, and he
Yeah.
was like humongous, and he was
Pyramid
sweating-
Head, bro? I've heard of him.
Pyramid head,
Pyramid
with his
Head, yeah.
massive sword, bro.
and he would just chop people in half with this thing. And then it was like the way this movie's structured for nobody that's ever seen it. It's like this child goes, I don't completely remember because it's been a while, but this child goes missing, and this woman goes to find her child, and the child went missing in Silent Hill, and it's like a, I can't
It's
even
in its, like, own
explain it.
dimension,
Yeah,
basically.
basically, that's how it is. And so this whole time she's looking for this child, but she's seeing like some weird ass stuff, bro. Like she's seeing people like that triangle head guy. She'll like see like kids burning and stuff.
It's really weird. It's creepy.
There's like what's that stuff off Harry Potter? You remember like how they
Oh, the things that just float around everywhere? Dementors?
yeah, it was like that. Like you see those in there, and it's
Oh.
dude. I
What's so
watched this
funny,
one-
Zach? Say
I
something, bro.
was thinking of The Office when Michael Scott, prison Mike, was like, "But the worst was the Dementors." Anyhow,
But yeah, dude, that's
Are you Dirty Mike and the boys?
That scarred me, dude. And then there's like, you know, like The Conjuring and stuff like that. I actually enjoy those because it's like a storyline, you know, and it's based off true events.
have you seen
apparently. So-
Sinister?
yes, that
That
one's
no,
weird. That one's
it's
weird.
scientifically proved. They've done tests on a bunch of like horror movies. It's been proven that that is one of the scary, like the scariest movies like ever made.
Yeah, it
it's so.
is.
You know the Super 8 films that they
Yeah.
find those reels. I was with my dad and we found a bunch of these, like 3 of them, those Super 8 films, and they were like had a bunch of like things written on them, and I was like, nope, we don't need
Not
to
gonna
watch
watch those. You
those.
threw them away.
They ran over their parents with a lawnmower,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. If y'all guys don't know what Sinister is, it's basically these kids will like go up into their attic and stuff, and they'll find these tapes, and it'll have a I don't know what it's called, like a player, like a tape player. I don't know what it's called.
Is it-
It's like a
Super
projector.
8, yeah, film projector.
They'll have like a film projector up, and they'll watch the videos of these kids killing their parents, and it'll possess them to go and kill their parents too. It's like
Yeah.
a never-ending cycle.
Because what's the guy's name?
The bad guy?
Yeah, he's
I
some
know
kind
who you're
of
talking about. Yeah,
um,
I just can't.
He's
think of
I
his
don't
name
know. I
either.
don't know his name, but I know who you're talking
He's
about.
some kind of
Demon. Is that right?
he's like a demon. He's basically a soul eater. He eats these souls
yeah,
of
I
these
can't
kids.
think of his name.
But dude, once you see him, you're done for. Like once you see his face, you're done for, and so is your family, and it follows you like wherever you go. If you move houses, it's gonna follow.
Have you seen the Woman in Black? Is that what it's called?
Uh,
That her face just kind of gets me. You know what I mean? I don't know, dude. I'm kind of a baby when it comes to this stuff.
I am too.
When I go to the movie theater, I hate it because they get so loud, and it's
Yes.
the
And
noise
it's
that
like
gets
vibrating the whole place.
Me. Oh my gosh, it's the noise that gets me. So I'm just like, when there's a jump scare, it scares the hell out of me, bro. Because like that noise is just you know what
Yeah.
I mean? And so no,
Everyone else in their
I'm not doing
screams
that.
too.
Yeah,
I like-
no. I cover my ears, bro.
I like the Insidious movies, and
Insidious is good.
not the first one so much. The second one was the best. The
Insidious
the
is
fourth
good.
They're all
one,
prequels, ain't they?
I like
no,
the Annabelle
first
movies.
one.
And
The second one's a prequel to the first, and then
Okay.
the third. Oh gosh.
isn't Insidious the one where they go into the dream world?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
they got to go and
Yeah.
like save themselves or something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Apparently,
I
you can like actually do that.
like it.
Really?
Lucid dreaming.
You can put yourself into like sleep paralysis, and then this is allegedly. I've never done this. I went into sleep paralysis, but I have never done this. Like,
people claim to lucid dream all the time.
you can like envision a rope and you grab it and it pulls your soul out of your body.
Really?
Kinda. Yeah, that's kind of weird to say, but yeah, that's
That is
that's how
pretty
they
creepy,
describe
bro.
it.
So you said you have done lucid dreaming before?
100% I have.
You want to
More
talk
than
about
once.
it, or
Yeah, I'll talk about it.
I'm actually really interested to hear this.
So there's a couple things. This is kind of a little bit long. I've
Okay.
had
Oh yeah. All we got is time.
when I was about 12 to 14, I started. This is like when I was really scared of demons and stuff. And you know, when you're scared of them, you think about them more.
I still am pretty scared of them.
Yeah, I'm not scared of them no more, bro,
Yeah.
because
You got God on
I'm
your
not.
side.
Yeah, I'm not scared of nothing like that. I'm not scared of anything. But maybe like snakes. Whoa, Zebo, what are you doing over there, bro?
I might not be afraid of a demon, but I'm afraid of a snake.
100%, bro. 100%. I'm not scared of a demon at all, but maybe a snake that may get me. But back to what I was saying. When I was about 12 or 14. I can't really remember what age. My dad can verify this. This is 100% true because he witnessed the same thing. My dad had been telling me that he'd been smelling like a smoky smell in our house, and I had smelled it as well. And he was at home one day, and he said he had seen somebody walk from my room to my sister's room.
Oh, I got chills just now, bro.
And so I was like, hell, so he ran over there and was like, hey, 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 trying to stop him because he had no idea what it was. And quick flashback, when I was a kid, my dad also had caught me. This is so weird to say, and y'all aren't going to believe me, but I put this on everything. My dad had caught me when I was probably about 4 or 5, sitting up in my bed in the middle of the night, and I was talking. And he stopped me, and he said, who are you talking to? And I said, the lady at the end of my bed.
That was in that yellow house there at Elmore, isn't it?
Yellow house. And a woman had died into that house.
I got chills, bro.
And my parents,
that stuff's so scary.
My parents had experienced something pulling the covers off of them. And like my mom was like, Charles, stop moving the covers, stop moving the covers. And he's like, I'm not. And she said, Charles, stop. And then they just get ripped off. 100% honest to God truth. This actually happened. And I know everybody's like, oh, this really happened. But no, I put this on everything that's happened. So I started having these demonic dreams. Okay. And whenever I was probably about 12 or 14, it was somewhere in that area. May have been 15, but I don't think so. I had a couple in a row. And there was one dream that I had to where there was 2, actually. It's kind of like hard for me to, it's just weird talking about it.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Because I haven't told very many people about this. But the first one I had, I was asleep. I'd fallen asleep with my TV on. And I had woken up in the middle of the night. And my body felt like it was moving. But I wasn't moving it. But it felt like it was moving. And I knew I was awake because my TV was on. I could see my TV. And it felt like I was floating a little bit off my bed. And something just weird started happening. And I started saying scripture verses. And then it just stopped. So I woke up and I had scratches all over my chest and my back. My dad saw this. This is 100% true. I should have took a picture of it. Well, then I had another dream that next night. And I was in like, it's just so vivid because it was so like deep in my head.
That's scary,
It
dude.
imprinted in my mind that basically what I was doing was I was just like wandering around this town. And something started chasing me. And I get chased into this building. And these people are like, come with me, come with me, come with me. I'm like, okay. Well, the devil like gets a hold of me in this dream. I swear to God. He gets a hold of me and he says, I'm going to kill you and I'm going to gut you. And I was like, dude, what in the actual hell? So he gets a hold of me kind of. And I go in this red room. So like picture the walls like all red, okay? And there's blood everywhere. And I'm not kidding about any of this. And he's like, I'm going to kill you and I'm going to gut you. Yada, yada, yada. He's like, you can't stop me. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. So I just started saying scripture verses because like I knew that was my defense. Like when you're taught as a kid, like that's your defense. Say scripture, say scripture, say scripture. So that's what I was doing, was saying scripture. I wake up and my scratches are so deep inside my chest that I have blood kind of a little bit. And they were all over my back. Like how am I going to reach back here and like claw my back like that? You know what I mean? They were all over my chest because I'm sure I was scratching myself trying to like get away or something in my dream. My dad saw those as well, 100%. He may not remember that, but I remember like it was yesterday. And then all of a sudden they just stop. So I don't know. But I've had lucid dreams to where like I control the dream, and because I have a good memory, and I can remember my dreams really, really well. So like I remember them very well. They're very vivid to me. And when I sleep for a long time, like 10 hours, they get more vivid and more vivid and more vivid. And so I haven't had a dream like that in a long time. But I've had dreams to where like I've lucid dream and I've controlled the dream, and it's really cool when you can do that. But I've only done it a handful of times. So
I had chills like the whole time you were telling that story, bro.
Dude,
It's so scary, bro.
I've never had anything like that happen.
I hate taking my dog out in the middle of the night, bro, because I'm like, oh, God. So I'd turn on my
What am I gonna run
flashlight.
into?
I play YouTube videos, bro. I'm going. It's
Just listen to Joe
You
Rogan while you're
distract
walking around in the dark.
Dude, that's the only experience I've ever had that was like a demonic experience.
Oh, dude. That's freaking so scary.
I don't think I've told very many people that, but that is 100%
I remember you telling me.
You told about
that.
100 just now. So, that's scary, dude.
Yeah, there's
it
no
is-
way.
You don't mess with it. That's why I'm scared of it, because like it impacted me as a child.
It's real, too.
Yeah.
It's real.
It is 100% real. People that don't believe in that stuff, wait till you experience it. It ain't. It's not a joke.
That explains a lot about you. Why you're so crazy. I'm just
Crazy
kidding.
for you, Z, bro.
Oh,
Oh, that is so creepy, dude.
yeah.
But I know people that have had it worse than me, that have had like deep impacts on them, and it's like it altered their life for a long time. That stuff's not to mess with.
I've never had any lucid dreams. I can
make
remember
yourself
my
do it.
dreams when I like as soon as I wake up and like 10 minutes later they're gone because you just. But I have a lot of like reoccurring dreams.
I don't really have those.
I have a lot of them. One of the main ones, it's like it's so weird, but ever since I was little, I've had it, and it's like
Am I in your dreams?
you
bro?
know. Did you play? No, definitely not. You know those. You played Minesweeper when you were younger.
Yeah.
I used to play that a lot when I was a kid on
Yeah.
a home computer, and you know the big like
Uh-huh.
balls. Well, there was like a
Yeah.
massive
What?
one, like it's like 2 stories tall, and it was just chasing me around, and that's all the dream was. I still have that dream. It's so weird.
You still have that dream?
Yeah,
You need to like look that up or something,
it's
bro.
like once every 6 months. It's
What
crazy.
the heck?
Yeah,
It's
dude.
weird you still have it, dude.
I don't know.
I'll dream about people that I haven't seen in 10 years. Your
Maybe,
mind.
maybe you need to call him.
So like,
I'm serious.
Yeah.
some people I don't know if I should call, but
You can call me anytime, Kevin.
oh, yeah. But dude, like the dreams I have, I think, science hasn't really been able to explain what a dream is. Like their best explanation is it's your subconscious communicating to you in some form of way. So like if you think about something all the time, and when you go to sleep, you're gonna have a dream about it.
Yeah.
Some people say it's true. Some scientists say it's not true. I think to
believe
an
that.
extent that that's true, but at the same time, I've experienced that to where it actually, I believe it's 100% true to like but it's like to like that down last percent to where I have dreams that I don't even think about this kind of stuff, but I just have the dream, But dreams are so interesting to me because I think that kind of proves we were created to me. Because, dude, how can we? I know, like, okay, for example, like a mouse, the way they dream. Because when I was in psychology, like they did a study and I got to witness all this. It was really cool. When they dream, they would put them through a maze during the day, and when they went to sleep, they would do their brainwave activity. So like it would be the same as when they were going through the maze. So what they would do is they would have a dream that they were just running through that maze all the time. And so like this is what they would dream about. So like they would dream about their whole day. And they say like some
What a
animals
crappy
are,
life, dude.
I know, like some animals are similar, but like dogs, they have puppy dreams. If you see a dog freaking
Just
out, you know
running.
he's dreaming. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think that kind of proves we're created because how did your mind evolve from that? You know what I'm saying? So like, I think you have such vivid things. Like, how can you basically? It's like you're awake while you're asleep, but it's to a different realm in a sense. I don't know. I just think it kind of boosts that creation thing. It's hard to explain.
I definitely think whatever is going on in your life emotionally or physically, you're gonna have that in your dreams. Because I remember, me and this other person, we were having trouble with each other, and I was obviously upset at him, and kind of, I was just upset at him, and I had a dream that I was working in this refinery, and like we look over and this oil tank just blows up. And like all these oil tanks just start blowing up, and it just like
my
starts
gosh.
coming towards me, and I wake up,
That's an L, bro.
and I look it up, and it was like, because you can look up like, oh, what does a snake mean in a dream, or what does this mean in a dream, and it could tell you like a snake means like emotional growth or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But it was like explosions could mean that you and another person are having a quarrel in life, or
Very well could.
you're like mad at someone and you haven't told them, and you're holding those feelings in, and then I guess in your mind those feelings releasing are an explosion.
I had an experience one time to where me and this other person kind of like just went separate ways. That's the easiest way to put it. And
They died?
nah, unfortunately, I wish. But no, I'm
Oh
just kidding.
my
I'm just kidding. I'm
gosh.
just
Oh my
kidding.
God.
That's a total joke. But I would have dreams about him. Like, wait, hold on, you all right? Zach?
All right,
I
Zach?
just smoked my. Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine.
But I'd have the same dream, or not the same dream, but the same instance happen in a dream for like a month straight, 2 months straight. Now this was long ago, but I mean, it was so vivid because it happened all the time. You know what I mean? And I think it does play a role. I mean, I think subconsciously what you're going through or what you're thinking, like you said, I guarantee you that has an impact on your dreams.
Oh yeah. No, I definitely think that.
Yeah, 100%.
I can confirm that it's real.
But I
'cause
also
experienced that.
it's just not. It's not entirely to where like that's the only thing because I've had random dreams.
Oh,
so I don't know. It's just unpredictable. I guess, or like you can't put a final answer on it, but you can say for a majority of the time it's your subconscious. I think.
Yeah, like you're, or you just have those stupid dreams where you're under the ocean with a vacuum in the ocean floor. It's like, what? I don't think that dream means anything.
That's kind of funny.
I thought I was the only one having that dream.
Do you dream a lot, Derek?
Honestly, I do not remember any of my dreams, dude.
Really?
I don't
100%?
remember, and I don't not remember all of them, but for the most part, I don't remember any of my dreams, dude.
See,
And I wish I did. I don't know why it's like that. I wish it was like that.
It's cool, dude. I'm blessed that I can remember my dreams because it's just something cool to think about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, I had this dream that I did this, you know?
If there's something going on while you're just knocked out.
But what's so weird is, dude, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but I've had dreams where, like, I'm dreaming right now, and then I control the
You can
dream.
kind of control it, you like walk around and
Yeah.
stuff. I've
Yeah.
had that experience before, too.
Usually,
How can we do that? How can we go so deep into our own mind without physically being awake or moving our body?
It's almost like you're meditating almost. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because you're like in such like a deep state
yeah.
to where you.
It's such
It's
a
outer
deep
body.
form of consciousness. I don't understand that.
Usually, if that starts happening to me, I wake up. If I realize I'm
You're
in
a
a dream.
chicken, bro.
No, I
Yeah,
realize I'm in a
zero.
dream. I just wake up. And I'm like,
I love one that actually. It don't happen to me very often, but it has happened to me probably about 4 or 5 times.
I don't think I want to.
Dude, it's awesome. You get to do whatever you want.
No,
bro.
I don't want to.
So I want Zach to elaborate. So if y'all didn't know, me and Zach recently moved in together. He is now.
Sadly.
He's now my roommate.
I didn't have any other
And-
place to go.
And I want Zach to elaborate on our downstairs neighbor right now.
Dude. The man is something else.
Are y'all a lot of likes, Zebo?
They are
no.
alike.
No. Anyhow, we can't even, like, at apartments, the floors are thin. You know.
What
can
does
hear
that mean, bro? What are you talking about?
No, when you walk
So are the
around
walls,
upstairs,
Zebo.
literally everybody can hear you walking. And it doesn't matter if you're
walking.
taking a lot of, like, you're running around up there, you're just tiptoeing up there, you know. Anyhow, what have we got, like 2 noise complaints on us? And we're
Well,
not.
we just got one.
Me and Derek literally just sit around. I'm
Is
Sit around
not-
that
playing
what
video
y'all
games,
do?
Yeah. Like the one thing that like started it, bro, was one night I had to take the trash out. Me and Zebra were gonna go to Walmart.
Dude.
So we're like, all right, we're just gonna take the trash out and then just walk to your car and go to Walmart from there. So we go outside and walk down the stairs, and our neighbor's just sitting there. He's just staring at us, bro. He's just like
smoking a cigarette.
He's like staring at us. He's like staring through us. And-
Can y'all take them down, bro?
oh yeah, for sure.
He kind of looks like a woman. Like
Is he a big guy?
He's a little plump.
No, I mean, like, is he like?
No,
big?
he's chubby.
Does he look tough, Zebo?
No, he looks like.
Let's go smash this guy, bro.
Anyhow,
So me and Zebo are going down the stairs and we see this guy, and Zebo he's never seen him before. So we get halfway to the trash can, like, Zebo, did you see him back there? And Zach's like, no. So Zach blatantly just turns around and looks at the guy. And I don't even know if the guy saw him or not, but the guy was still staring at us. So we take the trash out. And we go back to our Zach's vehicle, and it's parked out in front of our apartment building. And so we're about to leave, and we're looking at the guy, and he was in front of his door, and he walked over to the steps, and me and Zach were like, what the heck? Like, I guess
and
he's about to.
he's sitting there smoking a cigarette.
He's just he has a cigarette. The cigarette's an important part of the story. So he's smoking it. And he's like whatever. So we go to Walmart, and within 20 minutes we're back home. We're walking up the stairs, and then the neighbor's back in his house, nowhere to be seen. And we're about to go in, and I'm like, "Do you smell that, Zach?" And Zach's like, "No." I was like, "What are you talking about?" I look down, and the dude's cigarette butt is outside of our door,
Yeah, and none of our like,
upstairs, dude. And
none of
he
our
lives
upstairs
downstairs.
neighbors smoke.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's the only
Oh
one in this building
my
that smokes.
Yeah, so
God.
we go inside the house for like whatever, and we put in a complaint and stuff. And the next day I go downstairs, he has like a notice on his door or whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever, like maybe he'll stop now. And on Saturday I was at work, and Zebo's at the apartment, and I get a call from the Lynx. They're like, hey, we got a noise complaint on y'all. I don't know what
Dude,
y'all have been
There
doing,
was like
but
4 people there.
He just did it to be a douche.
Yes,
bro.
dude.
There was 4 people there. We weren't even being that loud. And dude, it's so frustrating.
How old is this guy?
Probably like 35.
He's got to be at least in his 30s. Yeah.
Bro, go take care of it, bro.
Dude, in
Let's
case
all
anyone's
show up at
listening,
his
we're
door,
not
bro.
going to do that.
Yeah,
in case
we're
anyone
not
out here
gonna
is
take care of
listening,
him.
we do not
Hey,
plan on
I got a
doing it.
guy, bro. I got a guy.
This is incriminating right here. What you're
He lives
saying.
in- he lives-
I've got a guy. bro.
He lives in Katy,
that
bro.
guy
He lives in
comes up
Katy.
missing or
Drives a
something-
red Camaro. He goes by Curry, bro.
Oh gosh, but yeah,
Kevin.
he's something
Kenny.
else. He really is. But that's just apartment living, I guess.
See, like we've got. I'm so ready to move out of here because every damn weekend, you don't know how hard it is for me to control from going out there and just like blowing up, dude, because they don't stop yelling. They scream.
Dude,
They
because
think
those roids you take.
People
They-
just like
they
who
s-
screams?
These kids, they're kids. They're not.
Okay.
They may be 25 years old. I don't care. They're kids. They get drunk. They go in the middle of the street. They start screaming, talking loud, like being idiots, bro.
What the heck?
And there's these idiots that live right across the grass from me over here. If you look just straight out from our little apartment over here, they tee off with their golf clubs and hit. They chip towards my apartment. The first time they hit it, I'm bringing my golf club out there and I'm gonna smack them with it, dude. I'm getting pissed. Like they've hit it once, but I gave them the benefit of the doubt, and I was like, okay, you know, it is an accident. I'm not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna be that guy. But there's like 4 or 5 of them, and I know if I go out there by myself, it's like I can't take on 4 or 5 guys. But
Just take Big D out there with you, bro.
yeah, I take Big D, bro. She'll take care of it. But dude, it's getting old, bro. And when Eli's here, Eli's like half person, bro. Like that ain't gonna be a full 2. It's not gonna be a.
Say a half person.
It's not a 2v4, bro. Like it's a 1.5 v4, bro. So
Eli's there for moral support, dude.
yeah. I tell you what, one punch from Eli, bro, you're going to sleep. His hands are so big
Yeah,
and strong,
His
bro.
hammer fist, bro.
One, you're done, bro.
He's got those hammer fists, dude. There's nothing. It's like having
Scissor
a,
hands.
It's like having a 5-pound sledge on the end of your hands, bro.
And he swings them that way too. He has to like.
It may be slow, but there's a
Yeah.
lot of power behind those.
If he
puppies.
connects, you're done, dude. You're waking up.
But these guys, bro, and then there's some people over here. I know one of the guys that parties over here all the time, and me and him are really good friends. But you know they're loud, which they've been good. Like they haven't been bad. But these guys that I'm talking about down here, they got 3 cop cars called on them
Oh my
on
gosh.
Bedlam weekend.
Heck yeah, bro.
So last weekend?
Yeah, it was last weekend.
Oh my gosh.
They had 3 cops there, and I sound like such a snitch, dude. Like
You
I
sound
don't.
like an old person.
I
dude.
Yeah,
do,
Caleb.
bro. But
you're,
like,
you're an old soul, bro.
These dang
I'm
kids in
getting-
my neighborhood are throwing parties all the
I
time.
hate when people act like idiots, bro. Like you can have
How
fun.
can you stand yourself?
Wow. Wow, Zevo. Oh, I'm not even gonna say that. But yeah, dude, like they had 3 cops called, and I don't want to be that guy that has to call the cops, but our apartment, like security, doesn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do anything, and it pisses me off. And it's just like I can't go fix the problem myself because there's usually like 5 to 10 of them, so there's nothing I can do. And then at the same time, if I call the cops, I feel like a snitch, and I don't snitch, you know. And then I can't call security because they don't do anything. So I'm just at a lose-lose situation. There's nothing I can do.
You're not a rat. There's a difference
That's-
between snitches and rats.
That's what I'm saying.
Dutch. This guy's a rat.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to be that guy, bro, and I'm not going to, unless it was just such a huge party, to where it was literally disturbing my peace at such an extent, like Project X, bro. It had to be like that.
Well, you'd have to join that then.
Yeah.
That's a
You
good
would
point. There was a 400-person party down here that the cops got called on.
Here?
100% here. They
You
called
can't
the
even fit
cops.
400 people in here, dude.
The mayor called the apartment. Or no, it got to the mayor. Yeah, it got to the mayor, and they called the apartment complex. The mayor called this apartment complex and was like, what is going to be done about this? And I'm friends. I got the guy's phone number who threw it. I'm friends with the guy. And I'm not going to say any names, but the police come in here, I would say like a couple times a week, and drive by his apartment to make sure nothing's happening. And if he's outside, they'll look at him and be like, why are you outside? Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? He got fined like $2,000. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because they find the mayor and the cops fined Aspen Heights $2,000 because of the party and how huge it was and like everything that happened. So they're just like, okay, well, you're going to pay this bill. We're not. And so they're making him pay $2,000 And, yeah.
Dang, dude.
That sucks.
You want to hear an even funnier part of that story?
Yeah.
His roommate called the cops on him. And
Imagine you're upstairs trying to sleep and your buddy's throwing a rager with 399 other people outside.
his roommate,
Like, how did you get an invite, you asshole?
his roommate, shout out OU Grappling and Jiu-Jitsu Club, by the way, is like a purple belt jiu-jitsu.
Uh-huh.
And so, like,
Goes down and takes on 399.
well, the guy who threw it is one of those guys that thinks he's, like, really, really tough. And he thinks, like,
gosh.
when he gets mad, nobody can stop him. He's one of those guys.
So you?
No. Dude, I'm humbled. People, like, you can be humbled. Like, some people aren't humbled. Like, I know my limits. I know when somebody can obviously do something.
Saying doesn't have limitations.
But this guy, he's like, he doesn't know his roommate's purple belt jiu-jitsu. And he was like, dude, he's so lucky I didn't beat his ass. And I was like, you have no idea what's going to happen if you try to, dude. And his roommate's the purple belt is a big guy. He's strong. He's in the military, too. He's ROTC. And
Dang.
he's, I'm not going to say, like, what he's affiliated with or anything like that
Yeah.
because he probably doesn't want that being out there. But, yeah, all I'm going to say is shout out OU Grappling and Jiu-Jitsu Club.
So, what other questions you got? Don't lie, man.
Told us didn't have a lot, bro.
We've already asked them?
Yeah, we've asked most
All
of
of
them. Yeah,
So we've already went through 7 of them.
yeah.
No way, bro.
I swear, bro.
You're lying.
We've
I
been talking
swear.
for a while. We've been talking almost an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
So, I mean, they went through. I've got a couple questions
Oh, boy.
that I can think of. So, I had a talk with somebody we know very closely about this, and I want you guys' opinion on this.
Is it political?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was like,
It's
I don't
about
care.
it's about goal setting, and it's like
Ah.
about achievements, like what you want to achieve. And I know it's different for everybody. Everybody has different versions of what they think, and they have different goals, and they have different aspirations. But for me, happiness is something that I've just always been luckily able to have. And I know there's chemical imbalances that can interfere with your happiness, and everybody has a different situation. Now, before I even say this, my life hasn't always been the easiest. I've had to work for everything that I've ever had in my entire life, and I know most of you guys have as well.
Yes.
And so I was talking to somebody that we know pretty closely, and he said, well, my goal for the rest of my life is I just want to maintain happiness. And I said, why is that your long-term goal? He said, well, like, that's my version of success is being happy and having my family. And I 100% respect that. And I'm not discrediting that whatsoever. But do you guys think that is a goal that if you're already achieving it, if you're already maintaining happiness, that should be a long-term goal? Like, is that considered a long-term goal? Or is that something that...
I mean, if you want to remain happy all your life, that's a long term.
Yeah.
And you can,
I agree
but
with
you just
Will.
have to maintain it. It's really not like, is his goal to maintain that happiness?
that is his end game goal for the rest of his life.
The only goal.
Yes.
I mean, I understand it, but I want a little more in life.
See,
'cause
that's
I'm
my
selfish.
opinion on
Yeah.
it. And it's like, I don't even know if it's really... It is selfish, but it's not like a bad kind of selfish. You know,
Yeah.
like, for me, I'm 21 years old. I'll be 22 in July. And, from the time you can start forming your own actual thoughts, I would say probably 12 years old is when you start, like, kind of gaining a little of independence, and you start being able to kind of get to that working age. With Zach, it was probably like 5 years old, but...
No, dude, it was 2.
After slaving
But-
away.
to
the
me,
80.
I've always been able to maintain happiness. Like I said, I was lucky. But I also think happiness isn't that hard to maintain either. You can find happiness anywhere. But it's about how you choose to find it. You know what I mean? And so we kind of got on to talk about it. And I can be kind of, when I have a really heavy opinion on something or whenever I like deeply feel strong about something, I believe that it is the best option. And because
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys, I
It's
analyze
like a
everything.
gut feeling almost.
Yeah, and
It's
like
you need to follow your gut.
I was kind of a douche about it when I was talking to this guy, and I didn't mean to be, but it was just like it caught me by such a surprise coming from this guy that think this way. And I'm not saying I'm not saying anything bad, but like I just wasn't expecting him to think this way. And there's nothing bad about thinking this way, but what I'm trying to say is like my goals and my aspirations are such at a high level that I want to achieve so many things. To me, that happiness is just something easy to
Yeah.
achieve. It's never gotten in my way. And I know some people it gets in their way. And I know some people, they're like, I'm just not that happy. Like you have people that are so rich but aren't happy. To me, there's natural happiness that you find within your family, within your wife, within your kids, whatever. Like that's natural happiness. But I never saw maintaining happiness as a goal. So what do you guys think about that?
I think I got to agree with what Zebo said. You know, if you want to be happy the rest of your life, then I think it is kind of a long-term goal for you to chase after all the time. But also, like you said, you know, millionaires who aren't happy and yada, yada, yada. You always hear money's not it won't, like, cure happiness. Like, for example, DeMar DeRozan, the basketball player.
Yeah.
He's come out publicly and said he's, like, a very depressed person.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
you know,
I remember that, yeah. Same with, like, Kyrie, too, I think.
Really?
Kyrie...
I didn't know he's like that.
Kyrie, like, he's into some weird stuff. Like, he's into, like, Illuminati stuff.
Flat Earth.
Flat Earth. Shout out Eli
Yeah, I was
Doss.
going to say shout out Eli Doss. Flat Earther Eli Doss.
Your local Elmore City Flat Earther.
Kyrie has a lot of emotional stuff, but he spent his whole life here recently, like he's revolved his whole life around creating a perfect mind state, it seems like. And dude, like I don't know what to think. It's such a hard thing for me because to me it's like, oh, happiness, that's easy. Why would somebody want to spend 50 years maintaining happiness? Like that's just natural. But
it might be easy for you too.
That's
though,
what
but
I'm
some
saying.
people
Yeah.
it might not be so easy for. Exactly.
It caught me. That's what I was saying. I was kind of like a douche about it, and I apologize because I know he's going to listen to this, and I didn't mean to be a douche about it if that's how it came off to you, but I felt like I was.
Mm-hmm.
So I apologize, first and foremost. But secondly, it's like I sat down and I had a reflection period where I was like, dude, maintaining happiness has to be the goal, and you can't be rich. You can be rich and be happy, but you have to establish that happiness in something else. It's all about what you put your happiness in, and I think that's how long it lasts is what you put it in. So I don't know. I was just kind of curious what you guys thought about that.
No, yeah, I definitely think I think happiness should always be my main goal. I think it should be a main goal, but I also think it's nice to have other goals. You know, to want other things in life, and not get too selfish. Want to travel the world because that's gonna make me happy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my plan is
I'll
to
make you happy.
travel the world. Oh my god! All right, I'm leaving.
Like we're friends,
It's
bro.
time to wrap
I
this
make you
up.
happy, bro.
It's time to wrap this up. No
the
homo.
way you said it, and the way you looked me in the eyes, you had a
Like
deep.
a friend would, dude.
A friend wouldn't have a deep yearning in your eyes like you just did.
Dude, you're putting words in my
Man,
mouth, bro.
This man's got a wide vocabulary. You ever tried rapping, Zach?
No, I wouldn't want that. Shoot, what was I saying?
I didn't know. I don't know, bro. I've been thinking about that, and I think it's just what you put it in. I think whatever you put your happiness in, and you really feel that way, like naturally. Once it's a natural happiness, I think it's gonna be there for forever until you decide to
Yeah,
change
for
it.
sure.
And you're not always going to be happy, though. I mean, you're going to have your downs in life. I mean, that's just
You're
a
gonna go through
given.
waves.
That is a given.
Me and my dad were talking today, and it's like we were talking about how some people are afraid to try hard things because they don't want to fail, because that's when you get out of your happy states, when you fail. And me and him, we're a lot alike, and so
You
like,
gotta fell forward, dude.
dude,
That's exactly what it is.
So you gotta fell forward, dude.
Fell forward.
Remember
Exactly,
last
yeah.
time I was in here, I said they had that song's 8 minutes long.
Uh-huh.
One of the lyrics in it is failure. Failure and rejection are just part of progression. And
100%.
it's so true, dude.
Dude, if they asked me to be the president of the United States, I would damn sure give it a try.
Oh, yeah.
I may fail, but I would give it a try. And if I fail, I may be the most hated man in America. But you know what? At least I tried. At least
Yeah.
I got put in that position because you're only here once. It's like we were talking about earlier. I'm going to be here one time. So if I limit myself because I'm scared of something or to fail at something, dude, I'm done. Like that ain't a life worth living. And some people like to be conservative and not take chances. But like you took a chance, Zach, whenever you took this job up here. You had never studied it, and now you're like, dude, this is awesome. I really enjoy this.
Yep.
Still have a lot to learn too.
And
I took a chance living with Derek.
Oh
Yeah.
God!
Yeah,
but
I
no,
wish I
I'm
would
just
have
kidding.
done that. Start for like 3 more months.
And your room for growth now is out the roof.
Yeah.
And so you took a chance, and it
Exactly.
paid off, and you're excited. You're going to do this, and it's just, I hate seeing people that are like, dude, I don't know if I can do that, or I don't know if I'll be able to do this, because you already can't. Once you decide that, you can't. And like, legacy is the most important thing to me. I don't want to be famous. I don't want people being like, oh, there goes Kill. You know what I mean? I don't want that kind of legacy. But I want to solidify legacy. And I'll be listening to this 5-10 years from now. And I'm going to hear it. And I'm going to think to myself, did I achieve this? I want a legacy to where it's like, people saw me going through the process, and the people saw me come out of the process. your actions speak louder than your words. So I could sit here and say, I'm going to have $1 million. But if I don't do anything to achieve $1 million, my words mean nothing. Yeah.
There's coming I'm doing right now too, because you go to my Instagram and you scroll down, and it's song, 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 song. So in 10 years, if people are like, man, he got lucky and blew up out of nowhere, like he got so lucky, I'll be like, no, go check my Instagram and look back to 2019. Everybody's posting a song a week, or 2020 post a song a week. Like, no, I didn't get lucky. I worked for this, bro.
It's
kind of how I look at it too.
Devin messes with me, and I don't know if you guys know who Hannes Wagner is. He's an old baseball player, one of the best of all time. But he was from like the 1920s. But he was really, really good. And his whole thing was, to become a great baseball player, you have to trick yourself into thinking you're one.
That's how it is, dude.
And then he was like, once you get that, then you can become a great baseball player. With me, I talk a lot of mess, bro. Like I'm just really confident. Like I can get humbled any day, and I'll just laugh it off.
Yeah.
Like, I could sit here and say, Zach, I'll beat you in 21. And I'll sit here and think it 100%, and then Zach will beat me. And it's just like, bro, yeah, you beat me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Happen.
Yeah, it would, dude. Nobody can guard you, bro. You jump too high.
You should see me now. I'm out of shape.
But, yeah, like, Devin messes with me. She's like, you're just so cocky about things. He's like, no, I'm not cocky, but I'm confident in my abilities. And then if I fail, then it's like, dude, you know what? I failed. And I'll make fun of myself. And I think legacy for me is, because this correlates with the whole happiness thing, because legacy is going to make me happy. I think having that confidence, and I know there's going to be an audience listening that people that don't have confidence, because not everybody, it's a hard thing to have.
It is.
Like, I know you have confidence, and I know Zach, no, I'm just kidding, but yeah, you have confidence.
No, he probably shouldn't, but he does.
Dude, like,
I'm just playing Zemo.
I don't want anybody to ever think, whenever I'm sitting on this podcast and saying, I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to do this, or like, yeah, dude, I'm going to do it.
It's a law of attraction.
Yeah, like, I don't want people thinking, oh, he's just conceited, he's this or that. Like, no, like, I'm actually going to do it, but I'm not saying it to be in like a conceited way. I'm saying it because I trust myself so much that I'm going to make it happen. But if I fail, it's like, you know what, I failed. Then everybody's going to make fun of me. My friends are going to make fun of me because that's what we do. But you know what? I mean, at least I gave it a shot. You know what I mean? And that's what makes me happy, is like taking those risks. And people trap themselves,
It's going
bro.
to pay off.
Yeah, like you with your rapping, like I wouldn't say it was like a risk, you know what I mean? Because maybe in like a personal standpoint, it was a risk.
Yeah.
Like, am I good at this? Are people going to like this? And like, you're taking that risk, but at the same time, you trusted your abilities and you put it out there, and people love your music. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know. Risk and reward make me happy.
I think a better way to look at it is, what do I have to lose?
That's kind of how
that's a good
exactly
way,
how I
yeah.
look at it. Because like the thing is right now, say I chase this dream for 5 years and it doesn't pay off, it's like, okay, I have to go back to just the normal life that everyone else is living. But if it does pay off, it's like, hey,
Huge.
it's like,
bro.
screw
Yeah.
y'all guys.
Yeah.
Y'all guys made fun of me, but now it's like, hey, remember me? I'm like, nah, F you, bro. I don't know. You made fun of me.
People
exactly.
we went to school with, bro. Like, it's
Just clowning, bro.
if you met me in high school, you would have thought I was and you guys probably thought I was an idiot in high school.
I still do.
The biggest thing I remember
Zebo used to not like me, I don't
dude,
think, in
I
high
used
school.
to despise you.
Yeah.
Especially my biggest thing, when I hear
Was hanging
somebody
around
say
specific
freshman class, when I hear, oh, the freshman class, I just think of Caleb's class when they were freshmen. They ruined the freshman class for people.
But I got out and I grew up. And so if people see me being successful, I don't want them to think of it sucks. You know, people are going to think of like, people wouldn't have thought of you as a rapper in high school.
I wouldn't have thought of myself as a rapper either.
Exactly. So like, this
Still
is what I'm
don't.
saying.
No, I'm just kidding.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Is like, the people are going to make fun of you either way, bro. And so it's just like, my friends make fun of me, thank God, because if people don't make fun of you and you can't accept that, you're going to have a hard time when you fail.
Yeah.
Best way not to get made fun of is just admit.
Don't be like you, bro.
Yeah, that too. Is just admit that, like, hey, I don't know this. Like,
Oh, yeah, I do that all the
like
time.
I can't do this or whatever. Because if you go in there, you're like, oh, I can do this, and then you do
You
it.
just blatantly fail.
Yeah. Then it's like, oh, well, you just look like an idiot.
Yeah.
And it's kind of going against what I said earlier. You know, fell forward. You know, fell forward, and I feel like in certain ways, not like somebody gives you a task to do this, and you're like, knowing well that you don't know how to do it, and you're like, oh no, I can do this. Don't worry about it. And then you fell, and then you're just like an idiot. But if it's like, you know, like this podcast, you know, the only way we're going to get better is by making mistakes and, learning what we're doing and fell forward.
We don't make mistakes, bro.
Yeah.
We're perfect, bro.
Man,
We're
it's
better than
like
Joe
picking
Rogan.
on here.
Joe Rogan, bro. Is he the GOAT of podcast, Joe Rogan?
100%. He's the godfather of podcasts.
Really?
Podcasts are just now getting popular, but he's been doing it since.
I seen he's on episode like 1600.
Yeah,
There's no way
Oh my
anybody's. If you
Is he
like,
going out every day?
like 3 or 4 a week.
Yeah, 3 or 4 weeks, but right.
Oh my gosh, dude.
No, but no way. Like I'm ever catching
100 mil,
up on
bro.
that.
He got a $100 million deal on Spotify
Really?
Going
talk.
exclusive after
to
December.
talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
He made $100 million to talk to people about cool stuff.
What do you mean by going exclusive? Like
He's going exclusively to Spotify. No
Oh,
other
really?
streaming
Nowhere
platform.
else. Yeah.
I don't. What about YouTube?
No, it won't be on YouTube.
And he still has ads on there too.
The
doesn't he?
videos will be on Spotify.
It's because he's a
though.
sellout, bro.
That's what people kept telling him. He's like, okay.
If someone offered me $100 million, I would 100% sell out, dude.
He's living down there in Austin, in his $1 million house.
Yeah, and he makes money from the UFC.
He lives in
like-
Texas?
Yeah.
Let's
He-
go
Really?
drive to his house, bro. I
Let's
know
do
where he
it.
lives.
All right, let's
he-
do it, bro.
he
I
got
actually
fed
know
up-
where he lives.
That's kind of creepy, Caleb.
I stalk him, bro. Like,
He got fed up
I
with
wanna be just
LA
like
because
you.
they weren't doing anything about the riots.
And
Because he
really?
used to live in LA.
and the
then-
homelessness, yeah.
And he
That
was like,
too.
I'm fed up with this. Like, we're leaving.
Kind of like Tesla, bro.
Dude.
Tesla, dude, Elon don't give a damn, bro. He was like, if you don't change this, I'm literally gonna take my business somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then
I wish
the
he would've
governor's
went to Tulsa, dude.
Okay, that would have been neat, bro.
He
went
went to Austin, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to Austin.
Him and Joe Rogan. They're
Dude,
scheming,
you know
bro.
what Elon said? So I think I told you, and I think I may have sent someone to Caleb about it, but he took a COVID test 4 different times, same machine, same rapid test, same nurse. 2 of them came back positive, 2 came back negative. It's all within 24 hours.
Vaccine will be out. They said CDC came out today and said vaccine will be out by second week of December. And available in the U.S. in some states.
Yeah. And where's this coming from?
CDC.
No, where's the source of the vaccine?
Oh, like what company made it?
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
If it's Bill Gates, I'm not jacking with that. A man who doesn't have a college degree and who's not a doctor should not be trying to make a vaccine. I think he should be funding it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he should be like over the whole thing.
He literally was giving people in Africa AIDS and then trying to cure it and killing them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He even got on
He's
the
I've never heard that.
He said
It
he
didn't make the news feed anywhere, huh?
in an interview he goes, "Well, that's just kind of what he said. This is exactly what he said. He said that's just kind of what happens in medicine."
Maybe on
If I go to a
animals.
doctor and they give me AIDS, dude, I'm
Have you
screw
seen South
medicine,
Park?
dude.
Do y'all watch South Park?
No.
Dude, Cartman got AIDS, and I don't know if y'all even know who Cartman is, but he got
Yeah.
AIDS, and he got pissed off and gave it to Kyle because he hates Kyle. And that's what I think of when I think of Bill Gates giving people. He intentionally did it because he was trying to cure AIDS. He
Yeah.
wanted to test to see if he could prevent it or get rid of it. I can't remember which one. And he's just like, yeah, that's just what happens.
I read-
Sometimes it happens.
I read on the internet a long time. I read on the internet a long time ago. A dude came out with a cure for AIDS, and the government killed him because
Yeah.
he came out with it. It's kind of like the
Same
cure
way
for
with
cancer.
cancer.
Like you know
Yeah.
it's out there, but like it makes billions and billions of dollars a year. So it's like we ain't gonna give y'all a cure to that.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna make no money. We do that.
Bill Gates got on CBS or
Bro, he needs to stay away from me. I'll give him a
Anybody.
2-piece, bro.
Yeah. And he got on there and was like, "Oh yeah, we've done tests with these vaccines, and 80% of the test subjects, they were in a lot of pain when they got it." But he like came out and said that, and I was just like, "And y'all want that?"
Dude, me and Jace were talking about this the other day, and he told me there was like an actual organization for this. I have never heard of it, but my idea was like, how come millionaires don't form like a union and come together and pull all of their money together and each year try to target one thing within the United States that's like going, or like a couple things, like, I don't know, maybe housing for homeless people or
Hunger.
hunger or
Yeah.
anything like that.
I've always
feel
thought
like-
that too.
Go ahead.
No, I
Oh,
just
I-
always thought that.
Said I feel like a lot of them, they do that in the form of charity, but when they give it to charities, that
You don't know where
it's
it goes.
not a legitimate charity.
Yeah, it can
Yeah.
go right back in their pocket.
That's exactly.
That's what
so.
politicians do.
Yeah.
But me and Jace are just thinking about that, dude. It's like if people cared for the greater good, you could solve so many things. Look, we would
Imagine
have half the problems we
Jeff
got.
Bezos, dude, whatever his name is. He's like
Yeah.
a multi-trillionaire. Like he
Dude,
has like
he's got-
$270 trillion.
He has
He could
so
solve
much
world
money.
hunger without a fraction of his money.
Yeah.
The wrong people are rich.
His wife and him got a divorce, and she got a third of his money, and she became the second richest woman in the world.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah.
How old is he? He's got to be like 40 something, probably.
He's in his 40s. Yeah. But I don't know, dude. It
Have you
doesn't
seen the
piss me
video of
off,
him
but-
with messing with those like automatic or those like I guess I don't want to say animatronic like robotic arms? Have you seen him messing with those? And,
I
like,
think so.
After he
I
messes
think
with
I've
them, he
seen
has
it.
like this evil villain laugh. He's like, ha 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 ha. Have you seen
He's
that?
a robot.
I think
bro.
I've seen it.
Dude,
Sounds like the Green Goblin or something.
yeah, he's a robot like Zuckerberg or a
So-
lizard.
Zuckerberg looks like a robot, dude.
Do
He looks
y'all-
creepy.
Are y'all worried about technology getting like too lifelike?
AIs.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
artificial intelligence.
Like what's that robot chick's name? Like Sophia. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking
She
about.
scares me, bro. She scares me, honestly,
Well,
because
apparently, like that's the thing they're trying to do is make it so lifelike that they can replace jobs and stuff. You know, like semi trucks, they're trying to make where they can drive themselves, and like it's projected that by 2025 that it's going to be all based on just like trucks driving themselves, and so like semi truck drivers are going to lose their jobs and stuff.
a lot of jobs gone.
And
It's a lot of jobs.
They said if you want a job, learn how to code. You remember that? How that was like a saying is learn how to code.
I mean, I have to for my job now, so.
Eli can do it a little bit, I think.
Oh, Eli.
Eli can't do nothing, dude. I hope you hear this, Eli.
He can sleep, bro.
The only thing Eli can do is work on that Ranger of his.
DOS Automotives, baby.
And fly that plane, bro.
Yes,
Straight into a hay bale.
sir. Yes, sir.
Oh gosh.
Just kidding, Eli.
I don't know. I do kind of fear about technology getting too advanced. But I mean, if you look at it now, AI robots, they're really cool when they get them to work, but when it's like it's kind of like when I was talking about drones. They're a young technology, you know, but 20 years down the road, it's probably going to be pretty wild.
That's what I'm thinking. At least we get to experience it, though. I say I would love to be born in 1949, grow up in the 50s, and be a young adult in the 60s. Like that's my whole thing. I wish I could do that, you know, and go back then because life was simpler then. You know what I
Real
mean?
simple.
But also, we were born in such a cool time to where we get cell phones that have everything you could ever imagine on that thing. I get to see pictures of you, Zebo. Like, you know how awesome that is?
Zebo, if a world war broke out right now and you got drafted, would you go, bro? Or would you
I got drafted, bro. I'm going. I'm not going to try to evade.
Really? I don't know what I'd do, bro. That'd be scary.
It'd be scary, but I mean, you're
I
going.
honestly kind of wanted to go to the military for a little bit, but
Really?
yeah.
It never really crossed my mind to go to the military. I don't know. Just something about it just never sat right with me.
My dad.
Not that like it's bad, but it just never
Yeah.
sat right with me.
It's not for everyone.
I
My
just
dad
wanted to
always
try
said
it.
that if he was like 20 again, he'd go. He
Really?
would go again.
The
Or if
benefit's
he was 10,
there.
He would go.
I mean, the benefit's definitely there.
Yeah, until you get shot at and your leg blown off and you have PTSD and then your benefits are, and then the VA is just crap.
Like
too.
Sergeant Dan, bro. Or Lieutenant Dan, I mean.
Sergeant Dan.
Lieutenant
Really?
Dan.
Whoops, sorry.
Really, dude?
Zebo Gump, bro.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
But-
Jedi.
I thought going to the military would have been pretty cool, but I can't. So
You really can't? Like you
They
like,
won't
you
let
can't-
me.
Really?
No.
Because you're diabetic?
Mm-hmm. They won't let me,
It's because Caleb scored too low on his ASFAB.
dude. I
It's because he has a
literally
defect.
listen to how easy it is. And before I say this, nobody take this the wrong way, but it is so easy to score high on that ASFAB. Me and I want to say it was Eli because Eli couldn't go either, and so you remember how like they would make your whole grade
school.
ticket. Me and him just went dot 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 and then finished it within like 10, 15, 20 minutes. They said we scored one of the highest scores in the entire class just by dotting it like
Just
that.
went through and guessed?
Yeah, just went through and guess swear.
Didn't you
on
read
my
the
life.
questions or anything? You just
No,
marked it all
swear
off?
on my life.
Dang, I freaking hated taking that test, dude. Remember one kid in my class refused to take it. Remember that, Zebo? he went up to the front. He's like, "I'm a boss."
He
Remember that,
literally
Zebo?
he literally put A, B, C, D, C, B, A, B, C, D, and so on and so forth on it. And the guy that was there was just like, he's like, "Are you even trying, son?" He's like, "No,
He's like, "Why not?"
I'm a boss."
I'm a
See him
boss.
doing this, bro.
You know what we're talking
Yeah,
about?
100%. Smokes the reefer, bro.
I'm smoking the reefer.
Oh, him and his. Never mind. Oh,
That kid, bro. I could only imagine how funny that was. But they still
pretty
text
funny.
me and they still call me. And I'm like, I have diabetes. Stop, bro. And they're like, well, we might be able to work. So I said, no, you can't. You can't work none of that. They've already told me no. So
I haven't got a call from them in a hot minute since like college.
It takes a certain person to go in the military.
Yeah.
You gotta have a certain
mindset.
You gotta have a certain
yeah.
it, and,
Yeah.
and I just don't think I got it. I think if I had to, I could, but it's not something I'd sign up for.
Yeah, I see what.
All them are listening to this like, no, y'all wouldn't. Everyone in the military is like, no, y'all wouldn't.
My buddy was gonna go. Speak of the devil, he's calling me. My
devil's
buddy was
calling
gonna
you?
go and
Sipo, what the heck,
he went
bro?
and
Get
did,
out of
like-
my house,
he
dude.
went and did all the tests, and he was like, well, can't go to the Air Force. Found out I was red green colorblind, and I was like, what? He's like, yeah, dude. And he tried doing it another way, and it didn't work out for him. And he was like, well, I tried.
Yeah.
Is it your college buddy?
Yeah.
I have a buddy we have a buddy. I mean, we always used to be friends with the guy. I don't talk to him as much anymore, and I know you guys don't, but some people, that's their ticket out, bro. Like, I wanted him to do that because that was going to be his ticket out, and he was going to get away from all the bad stuff, and, like, that was going to be his thing, and he would have been successful at it. Some people just won't do it, though. Like, some people would rather not go fight in the military and, like, go fight for, which this sounds like I'm trying to advertise it. Some people would rather not fight for the country and just chill out and just do whatever they want to do and like just stay in that stagnant, rough position.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So some people, it's their way out, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
Use
if
it to
I
your advantage if you're going to use it. Capitalize.
couldn't have gone to college, that's what I would have done, and I would have gone to college through the military.
Yeah.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
what I would have done because they'll pay for how much of your college? Like all of it.
Yeah, I know at OU, because I talked to a guy that was doing that up here. They pay for most of it, but they kind of trick you.
That's what I thought.
They'll say, oh, we'll pay for all your college. And then they'll say, well, we meant your tuition, you know, and your tuition's not.
Yeah.
Fees are what costs everything.
Yes, it's wild.
Yeah.
Fees
so,
will get you so bad, and housing and meal plans.
Yeah,
They're a
100%.
rip off. They're a rip off.
100% a rip off. Up here, we got some good places to eat at up here. We
Yeah,
got
Cane's,
people at
bro?
OU do not need to
Cane's,
complain about anything.
Chick-fil-A, Quiznos, Baja Fresh, Laughing
Baja
Tomato.
Fresh.
Oh, it's so good. It's like a Qdoba.
Really?
That's what it is.
Okay.
But they got better queso, in my opinion. But dude, we got a good meal plan, bro. So like I can't complain about the meal plan. Like the price is worth it. But I think like they have like a point system which is equal to $1. So you can pay you can get 700 points, and that's $700 for the entire semester to eat off of. And
It's a lot of money to eat off of, dude.
yeah, luckily like I have I don't have to repay that. Like it's not coming out of my pocket. So I'm getting $700 to go eat on campus, and it saves a lot of money, bro. And it makes you gain weight because it's all greasy, nasty food a lot of the times. But
It's the
worth
best
it.
food, dude.
Oh my god, have y'all eaten at the garage?
Smash
Yeah.
burger, bro?
It may be a smash burger. I don't
No.
know. Like
Yeah, the real thin burgers? Those are good, dude.
You're talking about Smash Burger and the garage are two different places.
No, I'm talking about the garage. They have smash burgers.
Oh,
it's like a thing
yeah,
to
yeah,
do.
okay.
yeah.
The
So
garage
is
is
good.
okay.
I used to go there and play bingo. True story.
I
did
thought
you?
were
Where did
lying.
you go? Which one did you go to?
The one off Gray Street?
Have you went to the one on West Main?
I don't think so. Is it in Norman?
Yeah, it's.
I think I have one. I think I have one to that one.
It's it's got a really cool. It used to be a Coach's, is what
Mhm.
like Coach used to be a restaurant. I don't know if y'all.
It's right there
remember
on the
those.
strip.
Yeah,
I've been there
exactly.
before.
Dude, I love that place, bro. Double cheeseburger, French fries.
Yeah.
Their burgers
Oh
are so
my
good, dude.
God, bro, it's a little expensive, but it's worth it. I like Five Guys, but dude,
That's not worth it, dude.
It's
It's so
not.
expensive.
the first time you eat it, it's worth it, and then you eat it again, and then it's like this ain't worth it.
It was
It's like
just
a
too
one-time
expensive.
experience thing.
You know
What,
what?
the burger's like $10 there?
Yeah.
You know another really overrated burger? In-N-Out, dude. Completely overrated
Never
in my
eaten
opinion.
there.
Really?
So
Never
I
eaten
experienced it for the first time like 2 months ago, and they have like their secret menu. Like
You
you know,
get the-
everybody.
The
has
jungle fries, or whatever it is.
No, I didn't do that because I don't like chili that much.
Oh,
but
okay.
I got this cheeseburger that had 4 patties on it.
Fatty?
I devoured it in like 2 minutes. I'm not kidding. I just
Dang.
destroyed it. But it was good, but it wasn't worth what people.
Sounds like
It's
you didn't
very,
have
it's
time
very,
to taste
it's very
it.
underwhelming. Like it's not a
Yeah.
bad burger. It's just overhyped, dude, for sure.
It is overhyped. And I think it's just because like it was a West Coast thing. So
Mm-hmm.
it started in California and then moved its way to Texas. And it's just one of those things like I know when people come from Texas up here, there's not a Brahms in Texas. So everybody's like, I want to go to Brahms. I want to go to Brahms. I think it's one of those things. Like, people don't get to experience it all the time. And so everybody from Oklahoma was like, let's go In-N-Out. Like, when I was a freshman in college, there was a group of guys, and I can't remember if Eli went or not. I didn't go, but I don't remember if Eli went. But they're like, dude, let's go get In-N-Out. And then they're like, we're going to drive like 2 hours, which I did it. But
Probably down in Dallas.
it was, I don't want to say Denton because that doesn't sound right, but it seemed right.
Mhm.
Somewhere right there. It was like a 2.5 hour drive, 2 hour drive, something like that. And they were just like, oh my God, it's so good. And I was like, how come I've never had it? Like, this place must be amazing. People are driving 2 hours to go eat it. So, you know, me and Eli and Acornhead went down there, and it was great. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it's overhyped for sure. I agree with you.
I think in Oklahoma, Brahms is the best place to get burgers.
I agree 100%.
I'm Sonic, bro. I'm 100% Sonic.
Sonic's good too.
Zebo don't like Sonic. I can tell by the look
No,
on his
I like
face.
Sonic, but
It is real greasy. It's really greasy.
Brahms
but it is
does
really good.
Brahms does a good job of, like, their
Freshness.
buns are really good
it's freshest. They,
in
I
a
mean,
non-weird way. Their buns are really good.
they don't have a store with like not further than like 3 hours.
I think it's 300 miles
300
away
miles.
from their home quarters, wherever it's at.
It's in Tuttle.
Yeah, it's in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
And
they
their
do
French
other
fries, dude. I
milk
love
and
their
stuff.
French fries.
dude, in a chocolate milkshake, dip them in there.
Dude, I've honestly never liked that.
Really?
It's,
Ooh.
it's
never
so
tried it.
weird.
It's the perfect,
It's very
like,
offsetting to me.
Sweet and salty,
Yeah,
kind
it's
of.
perfect mix, and it's like that hot and cold. I don't know if your teeth are sensitive. Mine are, but I risk it.
Mine are a
anyways.
little. I'd use
No, I don't like
Sensodyne,
that.
bro. Shout out Sensodyne.
You
I
do
don't-
use Sensodyne?
Yeah.
Get this
I-
man a
I also-
sponsorship.
I
Shout out
also do too.
Sensodyne. Devin got me on that. I was just using. I can't
Regular
remember.
toothpaste.
Yeah, Colgate or something. I think I was using Colgate.
I use Crest.
Yeah. Yeah. But dude, pizza and hamburgers are my favorite thing. I know you guys live up here, and I don't think you guys have ever had it. Have you had Sandro's pizza?
Never even heard of that.
Dude, you can go in there and get a slice, and they're like this huge. Okay.
Where at?
Dude, that's like a single pan pizza. Sounds like.
Do you know where? What's the name of that coffee shop?
Gray Owl.
No.
I've heard of that place before.
Is it?
Stella Nova. or
Yes, that's
something?
it.
It's in that vicinity. It's
Okay.
right there
What's it
before
called?
Stella Nova. Sandro's. It's a little expensive for a large, but the slices are so huge. I mean, it's basically paying for 2 pizzas. Dude, y'all gotta go try that place.
It
It's
looks like
so
real Italian pizza.
Yeah, it's like the real deal.
Looks good.
I will say, even though it's a chain, Hideaway always has solid pizza.
Domino's, bro. I love Domino's.
I like
Yeah,
Domino's
that's it.
too, but I Hideaway's little
Looks delicious, dude.
does.
Hideaway's in OKC.
It's a
isn't it?
little expensive,
There's
but like
Hideaways everywhere.
one pizza would fill both y'all up. It filled me up. So I
Yeah,
like
and
half
you're
of
one
a
it.
piece or
chunk.
one pizza.
One pizza for me, but I eat a lot of food. So like half a pizza filled me up. So, dude, it's good. It's
I will
so good.
say,
It's greasy, but it's good.
I take back my Brahms statement. There's a place in Ada.
Oh gosh.
There's a place in Ada. There's a Dairy Lou. It's like a drive-in. They have good onion burgers there.
Is it
And
good?
then- what?
Is it good? Like really good?
I liked it. I loved it. Like it was one of those juicy patties. you
That's
know?
the best. Yeah.
Oh, and then there's another place there. I can't think of the name, but they serve pepper burgers. You can get like burgers for cheap there too, and they're big. When me and my buddy took that intercession course, it's like a week-long course.
Uh-huh.
Nobody was on campus. We survived off Cheez-Its and pepper burgers from this place. It's not Folgers.
You
I
say
haven't
pepper
tried
burgers,
there.
so is it like just covered in pepper or what?
Like yeah,
Really?
basically.
I love peppers, so like that would be
Really?
probably dude.
Yes.
Wait, peppers or pepper?
Pepper.
Like pepper. It's like pepper.
So like
Black
the seasoning
pepper.
type
You
stuff?
see that deal of pepper I got over there? Devin doesn't touch it, and I go through like one a week, probably, or one every 2 weeks.
Why not?
Really?
I use pepper on destroy. Like I covered in everything.
Is
I
it
don't
bad
know
for you
why.
like salt is?
I don't know. I really don't know. I know salt's bad for you, and I use a little bit of salt, but I'm just the pepper, bro. I don't know what happened to me. It just started recently. I don't know what happened. But I love
Wit
pepper.
Dip is a place in Ada that I was thinking of. Serves the pepper burgers. They're so freaking good. I'm not
that
gonna hype
sounds
it
good.
up. They're good. You should go there if you're ever in Ada.
Is Folgers good?
I never ate there. I didn't know where it was.
Famous people used to drive all the way to go get it, bro.
Like Blake Shelton.
No, actor played National Treasure. What's his name?
Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage. He went over there, bro, just to get Folgers. Ate there.
Really?
Did he
Yeah.
did he get a map and like threaten to steal it?
Give me the ingredients.
I don't, dude. I just remember like it was like a big thing in the news. He came to Ada just to eat Folgers.
That's so weird.
I
That's so
don't
weird.
know. I want to try it. I love food. I love food,
Yeah,
bro.
obviously, fatty.
You're gonna talk to me like this podcast, bro?
Caleb's
You
not
gonna
really
let him say
fat.
that, Derek?
It's the first time together in a while, y'all. They're hostile right now.
It
And we
is.
are kind of mad at Caleb right now, me and Zach.
Yeah, dude,
'Cause-
listen to this.
I meant no disrespect, bro.
Cause-
That was 100% my fault. I take full responsibility.
Because me
for
and
that.
Zach, we get told by Caleb we're going to start at 7 o'clock. And at 7 o'clock, he texts us to tell us that he's heading to dinner. We're like, dude, are you kidding me,
Spends
Caleb?
a whole hour at B-Dubs.
That
Yeah,
is my
dude.
fault. 100%.
Another
fellas.
overhyped place.
100% my fault. I apologize.
I love
for that.
B-dubs, dude. I think it is overhyped, but it's good, dude.
It's expensive. I can go to Applebee's get the same thing, bro, for 50 cents.
It
a
is
wing.
expensive, but I like the environment of B-dubs. Like,
Just
there's
like,
nothing
just like
like
a
going
sports
to
bar
friends.
going on there. It's like
Yeah.
the whole,
Yeah.
the vibe.
I like
I guess
the
that's what
vibe
you're
of
really
it.
paying for, huh?
Yeah.
All the televisions literally on every inch of the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, here lately, you talking about eating a bunch of pepper? Here lately, I've been making 4 eggs in the morning, like jumbo eggs, and just scrambling them up, and then I'll put like tons of salt and pepper on them, and then a bunch of sriracha and meat and cheese on it. Dude,
It's funny.
He's been
bro.
going to ham on that.
I've been
eggs, bro.
destroying those. Those are breakfast food. I know Derek's gonna disagree because he doesn't like breakfast, but breakfast food. Is
I don't
the
not like
best food.
breakfast, but I don't like eating early in the morning.
That's
the
how I
thing.
am, yeah. See,
My
like,
stomach don't agree with it.
here lately, it's funny that you're doing that because, like, here lately, I've been making like 4 or 5 egg omelets, and I stuff it full of diced ham and shredded
Yes.
cheese.
Get some bell peppers in there, dude.
It's so good, and they're healthy. It's healthy for omelets. Good for you.
Throw some bell peppers and some like, I don't know if I wouldn't like. I don't like onions in mine, but some people do. And then throw some tomatoes in there.
I
No,
love.
tomatoes, no.
I love
No,
cooking
no
sausage,
tomatoes, bro.
but it gives me like acid reflux. It makes me sick, but I love it. I
Really?
can eat
You
it.
should
till I get
gag all the
sick.
time, bro.
Dude, yeah.
This man
it
Caleb
makes me
destroys sausage. If you guys didn't know, he
He
loves
really
sausage
does.
so much.
sick. Yes, I do love sausage, bro. I love sausage.
Some of the best meat.
Zebo knows I love sausage.
No.
You've seen me destroy it, bro.
Okay.
Is that a problem that you
No.
see me eat sausage?
No, man. I was just gonna say deer meat is some of the best meat.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I was never a big fan of it, to be honest.
Venison, if you will.
I love deer meat. I
Is it?
replace hamburger meat with it.
It's like illegal to sell that, isn't it?
I
Isn't
don't
that a thing? I
know.
think I've heard that before.
I don't know.
I think I've heard that too. I think
We
I heard
need
it
Cody
recently.
Reed back on. He would know.
Yeah.
He would know.
I've
no,
heard that.
you guys need to get Mr. Brady on here.
No.
Come on, dude. Mr. Brady's a time traveler, 100%.
He might not drive all the way up here. Me and Eli, when we were like 14, when Eli got his motorcycle, I hopped on the back of that thing, and we drove to Mr. Brady's house. And we got to his gate, and he gave me his phone number. I don't remember how I got it, but I know he gave it to me. I'm sorry, that didn't make any sense. He gave me his phone number, and I called him. He said, "Son, what are you doing at my gate?" I said, "I came to see you, Mr. Brady." He said, "Son, this is my land." He said, "This is my place." He said, "I cannot let you in here." And I said, "Why not?" And he was just like being real secretive about it. And so one day I said, "Mr. Brady," I said, "I know me," because our families are pretty like they used to be, not like close, but like they knew each other really well. And my mom said that she'd went over to his house before and stuff like that, and I wanted to go meet Mr. Brady outside of class because he was such a cool guy in class, you know. So I wanted to go meet outside of class. Mr. Brady, I said, "Let's have some dinner sometime." I said, "You're always talking about Mrs. Brady being a good cook. Let's have dinner." He said, "Son, I can't do that." And I said, "Why not?" And I was getting pissed. I was like, "Why not?" And he said, "Son, I just can't do that." And there's just always something.
Mr. Brady was probably throwing ragers out there
Yeah,
all the
he
time.
was
Didn't want you
partying
to know.
probably. God bless. He's a big man, bro.
Mr. Brady's the GOAT, dude.
He's tall, dude.
Mr. Brady didn't like me off the bat. I mean, he liked me, but he would always mess with me.
That's how it was with me, yeah.
It's because Dad.
500
He was
word
like,
theme, sir.
dude, let me tell you about themes. I would be sitting there minding my own business in speech class, literature, whatever it was. All of a sudden, it was real quiet. You'd hear theme. It would get faster and louder. And Mr. Brady would start freaking directing it like a band director. And then he'd cut it off. The whole class would go silent. He'd look at me, he'd point that that big old finger of his at him because, I had claws like Kawhi
That
Leonard.
is bad.
Mr. Simpson, do I hear a theme? No. Did I hear 500? No, Mr. 1,000? You just have to be quiet. I will, from henceforth, here on out, stuff like that. I would go to computer class, and it was Cole Ratchford and Ryan Rohde I sat by. Like, what are you pissed about? And I was like, got another freaking theme.
Dude, I used to get them things. He gave me one, you know, you had a situation where like you were quiet and you would just get one.
Yeah.
I had one where I wasn't even talking, bro, and people around me were talking. And he said, "Mr. Galvez, it's going to be 1,000-word theme." I said, "For what?" And he said, "You were talking too loud, sir." And I told everybody to be quiet. And you're talking. I said, "It wasn't me talking; it's people around me." And it, you know, I was getting them a lot, so I was getting pissed. And like you, I was getting pissed off. He said, "You gonna argue with me, sir? It's a 1,500-word theme." I said, "No." And he said, he stood up. You know, when he would stand up and get pissed off, he stood up and he goes, "Did you just tell me no, sir?" I said, "I'm not doing a theme." He said, "Outside now." And he said,
And he'd take you out and scold you in the hallway.
he did. He said, "No, sir." He said, "You're going to write me a 2,500-word theme for telling me no." I said, "No." He got pissed. He said, "This is your last chance." And you know, like when when you're a high school boy in
Oh, no.
athletics, well, when you're in athletics, you don't want to get detention, you
Yeah.
know, because then you got to pay for that as well. So it's like 2 punishments. He said, "You can either, you know, write your theme or you can have detention and get SWATs." This is back when SWATs were still a thing, and I was like, okay. So I wrote the theme, bro, and that was like my one time of like, I'm not doing this, and then I ended up like biting me even worse.
Dude, there was a few times he'd take me out in the hallway and he'd scold me, and I would haggle with him on the themes. I was like, "Can we just do 250 words, Mr. Bray?" "No, sir, it was 1,000. I was like, "All right." I was like, "What about 500?" And he was like, "We'll settle on 750. I was like, 600? He's like, "You're pushing it."
He used
like-
to always, "You're pushing it."
I miss Mr. Brady, dude.
You know what's weird though?
He's in bad shape, I think.
He's what?
He's in bad shape, I think.
Really?
I saw him probably about a year ago at the movie theater, and he didn't want to talk too much because, you know, like he used to be so full of life, but you know, some things happened, and you could tell he didn't want to talk to nobody, and he could barely move. He could barely even get in his truck, and he couldn't even move, bro. Like he was in bad shape when I saw him last.
What's he like 100 now, probably?
Probably 300, bro. He travels in time, dude.
He does.
He had 1,000,000 keys. I don't know how. He said he knew what every one of them went to. He even had a skeleton key, dude. He showed it to me. I saw it.
The man had dark secrets.
He did have dark. He told me he was a U.S. Marshal. He showed me the badge. And I think you could buy one on the internet, you know, or he probably bought it at like a little store or something. And I was trying to dig to the bottom of this. He said, "You better not tell anybody." I said, "Okay." So I told Colby Aries' girlfriend at the time, Tori, she's going to laugh about this, and then she had brought it up in class, and I was like, "Oh no." And Mr. Brady goes, "Mr. Galvez, I need to speak to you in the hallway." He said, "I told you, you better not say anything about this." He said, "Because it is private and it is a secret, and I trusted you. I can no longer trust you, sir." And I said, "Okay, I'm sorry. Like I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like if you're a U.S. Marshal, who cares?"
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think he was pulling my leg on that one, but
He was full of air. There was some things he was just full of air on. He just pulled your
but
leg.
I love that dude, bro. He's so funny.
Dude, what's weird is I hear the name Charles Brady at least once a week at my work
Really?
because his son
He's such an influence in that field.
Yeah, he works down there at Ardmore. He's I want to say GIS director, just kind of bland general term down there. But I'm just like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, these people don't even know about Elmore City, and they're sitting there talking about Charles Brady. It's just so weird.
Legacy,
to me.
bro.
Dude. It's a
Sir.
small world. It's such a small world.
My mom graduated with him and stuff, so like they knew
Charles
each
Brady
other.
the third.
Yeah, so they knew each other pretty well.
Yeah, it's crazy to think though that he taught like our dads.
He probably taught our grandparents, dude.
Mr. Brady's been everywhere, like land-wise and like out in the woods around because, you know, when I was a kid, that's all I used to do. I'd go home,
Just you go.
pack me a couple sandwiches, and I'd just take off walking, like out in the woods,
Pond
go
hopping
fishing.
stuff,
yeah.
yeah.
And so, like, I'd have some friends with me most of the time. Sometimes I wouldn't. Most of the time I did. And there was this one really cool area I had found. And it was like a really, I'd say about 5 feet deep in a creek, but it came around like a circle, so like a wraparound. And it was like a huge wall of the creek. It was probably like 20, 30 feet high. And we would go slide all the way down it, and then we'd get down there. It was super clear. You could see fish swimming. It was like a little waterfall. Like, it was one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And there was a pipe that runs across the top of it. Mr. Brady was like, I know exactly what you're talking about. It has this, 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 and this. And over here it has this. And I'm like, dude, what the heck? This is like, no way. You have to get deep up in the woods to find this thing. He said, yeah, Mrs. Brady used to hang, upside down on that pole.
pipe?
And that's like 30 feet in the air. And he said she used to take pictures because their thing was they would used to walk around all the time on land and stuff like that and take pictures of stuff. Remember that show we watched, Zach, about how they would take pictures?
Yes.
That's what it makes me think of.
Yeah. As soon as you said it, I was like, oh my
What show?
gosh.
What was it called, Zach? You made me watch it.
we won't mention.
We'll talk about it.
watched when what's her face came
Oh,
over.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that
shout
that
out.
makes me think of that.
Okay, it also popped in my mind too.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's weird stuff. Bro.
Anyhow. No, I remember when Cole and Bubba got into like raccoon hunting and hog hunting. He'd always talk to them about that. And like, oh yeah, I used to do that and this. And it's like, oh man, here he goes off on his. Did we even learn anything in those classes, or was it just him telling his old stories?
He helped me in speech. He
Dude.
did help me in speech.
I was terrified in those speech classes.
I was too.
Because you had to
He
talk in
helped
front of
me.
people, or what?
I don't like getting up in front of people.
That's how I feel too.
If I know what I'm
better get used
talking
to it.
about, I don't care.
What?
So you better get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Derek, bro, you got a long time of doing it. I don't care about doing it if I know what I'm talking about, but if it's something I have no idea about, don't put me up there, bro, because that stuff scares me. If
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about, because I don't want to look like an idiot. Nobody wants to look like an idiot.
You sound like an idiot all the time.
Wow,
on this.
Yeah, I
okay,
don't want to say
you know.
anything. But
What is something that, like, I know you had questions coming into this. Is there any questions that you want to ask me and Zevo personally that you haven't, like, either figured out or got to know, or maybe that you've always wanted to know, or anything like that?
is this going to be left in the podcast, or is it going to be?
Yeah, this will be in the
Yeah.
podcast. This will be in the podcast.
I mean, I don't really have any like major questions, anything like that to ask you. I mean, I know y'all pretty well. Y'all my best friends.
See, that's what I know
Yeah.
we're really close and
Mhm.
stuff, but
Looks or personality, Zebo?
yeah, Zevo, looks at personality.
He's stuttering, so I'm gonna say he's gonna go with looks for sure.
No, personality. It's all about personality. But we had this one coach that said one thing about a personality.
Oh,
You
my.
can't blank a personality.
Yeah, and I was just like,
It's funny stuff.
personality is what's going to matter in the long run.
See,
you just stick with that.
I can give y'all my judgment, but, like, I'm married, so
Yeah.
it's like, y'all.
That's why I look at Zebo whenever I asked it or whatever.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
if you were smart, you would have
let's-
said, well, I got lucky and I got both looks and
well,
personality.
let's
Zebo's smooth on his feet, bro.
Freaking dummy, dude.
everybody.
How long have
give
you been
Zevo
married?
contact- Hold on, stop!
Dude,
Quit
come
attacking
on,
me. Let me
bro.
talk, bro.
He don't even know how long he's been married, dude. So that's
God
why he's avoiding that
bless.
question.
How long have y'all been married?
Over a year?
Over a year?
Yes.
That's a very
Okay.
broad.
August 3rd.
So has it been like
baby.
12 years or
So
2
let's see.
years? Or?
We got married August 3rd last year, so that's a year, and then September, October, November, a year and 3 months. Let's go, Zevo. Get on
Okay.
my level, baby. Almost a
Okay.
year and 4 months, son.
You shouldn't like remember that. You should have that down. Every time a month comes up, you're like, okay, it's been this. After about 5 years, you can be like, you know. But
5 years
those
since
first
the change.
what?
None.
I'm saying this. I'm not even married.
But
so.
to defend myself from what I was gonna say earlier, with me, I think you grow up from looks. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I feel that.
I mean, you don't obviously want somebody that's not attractive. Like in your eyes, some people find attraction in different ways. But like in my eyes, I want somebody that's, beautiful, and luckily I have that. So,
Dude,
yeah,
You're being a
Zevo.
pig right now, Caleb.
dude, really?
Oh my god.
Women aren't objects, Caleb. You're just objectifying women right now.
Yeah, really, dude? I'm disgusted.
done.
I'm leaving,
done, bro.
dude.
I'm done, bro. I'm gonna KMS, bro. I'm done.
No, but I agree with you.
I think you grow out of looks. I think
Yeah.
it's like a growing up thing. You know what I mean? Because like when I was in high school, I was like, oh, I want the hottest chick, da 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 da. And then it's like, why do you care? There's always gonna be a flaw within somebody. I figured this out. There's always gonna be a flaw within somebody, but it's like I have my own flaws. I have personal flaws. Everybody has their own flaws. But I was like, well, if you marry somebody, like marrying is obviously the easiest way to put it. If you marry somebody, you grow together and fix those flaws. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Those flaws are sometimes what make people beautiful, dude.
yeah, Zach.
Exactly.
Your flaws make you beautiful, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Derek, you have no flaws, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah. But
No, I'm
you
just
do,
playing.
Zebo.
I
Derek
got-
doesn't.
That's fine.
I'm putting out a song a week for 2 more weeks. 2 more
Everybody-
weeks and that's over. Then I'm working on the second tape. I just want to throw it
Tell
out there.
everybody your SoundCloud so they can find it and get to it. He'll put it on his
It's
social
on my,
media.
it's on my, just go to my Instagram, DEREK_MEDFORD, all lowercase.
Everybody go check it out. Go give it a listen. Great quality music. Getting better and better each time. So
Follow us on social media so you can see and subscribe to whatever you listen on, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Apple, whatever it is. That way you can get updates on when we release everything. And follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook.
Yes, sir.
So-
The come up.
Yes, sir.
100%.
Well, thanks for listening, and we'll see y'all next time.